All right, go ahead.
And we are live. Welcome to Real Orlando Living. We got another episode of Live in the O for you. My name is Omar Cotto, and today I'm with.
Your boy, Mr. Right Choice, 1911. Now, I don't know why he didn't start this off with him on the camera first so I can share. But what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys feeling good today. We back live again on a Wednesday.
Good, good, good. I once again, if you hear the background, that's because my kids and my wife decided to cook super late on a Wednesday. But it's all good. You can hear them. There's a regular house happen on, just like you. Well, your kids are grown, right? School's out.
Yeah, yeah, we are Grove. Sorry, guys. If I'm texting, I mean I'm sharing this to my page. So sorry. But yeah, so yes, my kids are grown, man. My kids are grown. All four of them are grown. No, no, but still got some in the house right now. So it is what it is. They come
So,
back.
so you're lucky about that. I got, they're all over there trying to figure out what to do throughout the summer. So they're going to sleep later. They're waking up later. Like it's messing up my sleep. So we're trying to figure it out. So I can't wait.
Look, it's summertime grind. It's summertime grind for me. Look, I don't got to wake up at 5 o'clock no more. I still wake up early about six something, but now I can get my strategies back, my focus back, start working out. That helps me out. Get back on top of my game. So I'm looking forward to the summer to start off and kill this and get the fall super rocking and rolling. So enough of me talking and rambling. What do we got going on for today?
Yeah. So because my kids are out for the summer and we live in Florida, I want to start off the topic by talking about the best beaches near Orlando. Now, this is a very, very loaded subject for people from here who live here in Orlando. Um, so I want to get your opinion. I want to get everybody else's opinion. If you're from Orlando, if you've been here all your life, I'd like to know. Leave comments down below. Let me know exactly what your favorite beach is as I talk about them. But I'm gonna name my top 5 favorite beaches that we love to go to, and that a lot of locals and a lot of people who visit from here, I think, may agree. So without further ado, let's start off the first one. So number one on our list is, this is a huge argument here in Florida. Which coast is the better side for the beaches? So
Yes, I know. I got my side.
what side you picking?
East side.
So when it comes to the clearest water, if you're looking for the clearest water, the most chill time, my opinion, Clearwater Beach is where it's at. You
The
have
east side. Yep.
on the west side of our state, you have some of the nicest beaches. I mean, there's some pros and some cons to it, right? The first pro
Hmm.
is the beach is cleaner. They're a lot nicer. The parking situation is a little better out there compared to some of the beaches on this side. But
When you say parking better, which one you could consider? Are you saying a west side or east side? So
west
you can
side,
be more specific. Thank you. Okay. So the west
yeah,
side, I was about to say that the west side is probably less congested than the east side. I would definitely say compared to now, since the kids are out of school.
correct. So but the biggest con is this: getting there. So like I base you guys know I live in Oviedo. I live on this side. But from downtown Orlando to Clearwater Beach, we're talking about over 2 hours. This is saying
Yeah.
right now, this is saying an hour 56, but it's lying. By the time you get to Disney, you're gonna be waiting in line on Disney 30, 45 minutes just to get past Disney. And then coming into Tampa or past Tampa, you start having some issues. Um, So I give it from 2 to 2.5 hours if you're trying to leave out of Orlando or anywhere around Orlando to get there.
So, so my kids, they've been going to the. So we like the east side technically, but like you said, it's a traffic problem. So the place that the kid, like my daughter, they just went. They like going to Daytona. So Daytona is one of their spots on the west side because it's easier to get there than going to Clearwater. The traffic is crazy. You get hit with two places on traffic. You get hit with you get hit right there off 27. Right there is really bad where Celebration is, and then you get hit again right there off when you're trying to get off the exit in Tampa, trying to get off the either going through Hard Rock or getting off the exit. I can't think. I forgot which one it is. You get killed right there too. So you get hit in like two spots going to Clearwater, and then you get hit again in Clearwater once you get closer. Well, you got two problems with Clearwater. What's the cons? Once you get closer to Clearwater, you got traffic, and then two, it's super early in the morning. You're gonna have a hard time finding parking, and then they busting your heads for cabanas too.
I thought you said you don't do beaches, but you know quite a bit about that situation over there.
Yeah, man, I am knowledgeable. I don't know. My wife like beaches, but we do go from. She goes more with our grandson. They go a lot. It's just like so. I know you said the east side, so go ahead with your top five. Finish your top. I don't have
Oh
a
no, no,
top
no,
five,
no.
you
We're
guys.
we're talking. No, 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 no. You're gonna talk
I don't have a.
because you're gonna get through the same beaches. Relax. I got you. I got you. You're gonna
So
get through
okay, then
some of the
so
same beaches.
so I'm gonna stay on the east side. So the places that I have been
No,
to
no,
on the
no,
east
no, no,
side.
no. This is the first one. This is the first one. I'm going down the
Which one?
line. Slow,
Clearwater. Go
slow
go go
down.
go to the next one.
Clearwater's number one. Clearwater's number one. Clearwater's number one. And I'm giving it because to me it's the nicest beach. If you're talking about you put your feet in the sand and you can see your feet and you're not being killed by waves, Clearwater's where it's at. That's all I'm saying. The only problem is when you go to Clearwater, if you like to drink, you like to hang out, be prepared to stay the night out there because you ain't gonna want to drive back 2.5 hours to get back home. You're not gonna want to do that.
I was
That's your road warrior.
my mine's gonna be Sarasota.
Okay. Okay, so you'd rather go to Sarasota than Clearwater. That's okay.
No, well, if I had an option for driving wise, I'm just saying for driving sakes, I like Sarasota. Sarasota is really pretty, man. Low key. I like Sarasota Beach. It's really nice,
So you're talking about going more down.
and it
So you're
might
talking about
technically
going
it might
long.
not be it might
So
not be
I
the
did.
worst distance
I
though for
I
traffic
didn't
wise.
know. I did it. Yeah, I did a limit. I didn't want to. This right here, you're past 2.5 hours getting to Sarasota. Sarasota, Siesta
Correct.
Key. You know,
That's a
now
weekend thing. That's a weekend thing. That's what I just said.
correct.
When you just said on the east side, I just named uh, Sarasota, Sister Keys are beautiful. I just from me saying the east side. You said the east. You're number one. I just said my number one would probably be down there if I had to say a number one.
So hour number two. Hour number two is kind of a staple here locally in Central Florida, and it's NSB or New Smyrna Beach.
They got sharks though.
Ah. That's the first thing you thought of was sharks?
That's what everybody used to say all the time.
They
But people go there
scary.
all the time. People go there all the time though. So people got condos and everything there.
Oh, so again, from my side of town, if you live out here on the east side of Orlando, Seminole County, NSB is a thing. When you're talking to people here on the weekends, you're like, "Hey, NSB, NSB, yep, NSB." Everybody's pointing at each other, and matter of fact, we have favorite bars that we meet at NSB. That's how much of a staple New Smyrna Beach is out here. My kids' school during spring break, they go and hang out at NSB. A lot of our friends got condos out at New Smyrna Beach, and they'll hang out there, and
Mhm.
they'll hang out there for the whole weekend. So the things that I love about NSB is I love the fact that you can drive on the beach. Um, Driving on the beach is low key one of my favorite things because when you drive up, you can just pull a tailgate out. We got an SUV. You can pull a tailgate out. You can put a tent out, and you can set up right then and
Mhm.
there. The kids can go right to the water, and you're just having fun, and you're just enjoying the Florida sun, and you're going right in the water. You can cook. You can hang out with all your friends right there. Some of the drawbacks of going NSB is that it's hard to tell the tide sometimes. So sometimes they close the beach on you. So I highly encourage for you to get the Volusia County app. There's an app that you should get that'll tell you where all the beaches are open and if they're closed for tide or if they're closed for capacity or whatever issues. They'll tell you right then and there. So I absolutely love that. Um, Another thing about NSB that we absolutely love is that it's real kid friendly. Like it's super chill compared to a lot of other beaches. And I'll talk about another one on my list. But this one, you can take your kids and you don't have to worry about, lewd acts like that. You know what I mean? I'm giving question marks,
Yeah,
but compared to some beaches where some people go out there to party. New Smyrna Beach is a chill beach, but it's not known to be a party beach. Now there might be some teenagers there that might disagree with me, but I got other ones on my list that are for that. What do you think,
I don't. I actually never been to New Smyrna Beach. I'm
bro? Say
gonna let you
less.
keep going. So
Hey,
there's
say
only two.
then.
Only
I was at New
two. There's only
I was
two.
on New Smyrna Beach on Saturday, bro.
Yeah, there's only two beaches that that I go to. If we go to the west side, there's only two areas we go to. I'm gonna see if you listed on your top five, and I'd say that's one of them.
Nope. The only one I gave on the west side is the one I just gave. Here's number three.
Really?
Number three is a go to. Um, it's what we consider a party beach, and that is Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, that's the west side.
That's not west side. What are you talking about? That's east side.
Well, you don't cause no Cocoa Beach.
Yes, man. You have New Smyrna, Edgewater. I mean, you go down. Cocoa Beach is on the east coast, brother. Absolutely.
Let me see the map. That's on the west side.
Are you
Hold
trying
on.
to?
Let me look at the map, bro.
Are you trying to
The
argue with
Cocoa
me?
Beach ain't it below? Ain't
Oh
Let me
man,
see the map real
if
quick.
you if you
Did
in
you
the, if
did,
you in the, if you in the chat, please let this man have it. You're gonna sound crazy. I didn't bring it up. One
dude?
second.
Come on. Cocoa Beach is not. So when you're saying east side, you're saying over there by Tampa.
No, that's west side. When you say west side, the west coast, that's the Gulf Coast. That is west side. When you say
Bro,
east side,
I was saying east side. That's why I was saying that backwards.
mm,
I was saying that backwards
yeah. So when you're talking about distance wise, Cocoa Beach is about an hour out from Orlando.
too.
So thank you Google for crashing on me. So the thing about Cocoa Beach that's absolutely fire is that it's one of the first beaches that was like it's known for surfing. So if you go around Cocoa Beach itself, it is a vibe. People go to hang out there. Cocoa Beach can get rowdy. There are people out there that love to have fun. It's only an hour away, so it don't take that long. But the park, you got to park at one of the state parks, or you got to, you got to. It ain't like you're parking on the beach and you're taking your stuff. You gotta bring a cooler. You gotta bring a wagon with you, and you gotta take that on the beach and you gotta pull it.
Just like Clearwater.
Yeah, but there's parts of Clearwater a little closer though. Where compared to Cocoa, you could be dragging for a while, bro.
You better get a wagon. my
You
wagon,
got to get
my
a
wagon stay in my
wagon.
trunk.
You got to
Stay
get
in
a
my trunk,
wagon.
boy.
You got to get your lifting up. I mean, it's a whole experience if you're messing with Cocoa Beach.
What's where we on three? What's the fourth one?
Hold on, we're not done with Cocoa Beach. Real quick. So a lot of people go
Cocoa
to
Beach
Cocoa
got
Beach
dirty
because,
sand.
well,
I'm bougie, bro.
ooh, that's why you don't mess with Cocoa Beach. Is the sand the way that hits on your toes?
bro, bro, it ain't the same. The east side, the sand is way. You didn't even discuss that over there when you said Clearwater. It's different when
Ah,
you're walking.
it is different. It is different. Well, that's the part why we like to go to Clearwater. Is that it's got clear sand, it's got clear water. Everything is just literally a lot cleaner looking compared to
Now,
the East Coast.
now, do not go to the beach when a storm comes or a bad rain or whatever, because all the stuff from the ocean is in the sand. I don't know what you call that. And every time you walk, is you need
Seaweed.
some shoes or something. You know what I'm talking about? Seaweed, shells. Oh my gosh, that's the worst time to go to the beach. It's just hard to walk on the sand. But other than that, I love the sand. But I will say this: yes, people, even though people prefer to go to Clearwater and stuff, the I'm getting confused. These east side, west side, the Cocoa side, because I'm confused, you guys. Cocoa side is just easier for us to get to and less traffic to get there. So that's why a lot of us really go on that side a lot. I want to see what he got on number 4 and 5. If it's another one that hits the one that my wife likes to go to and the kids.
Number 4 is Daytona Beach. So
Yeah, that's yeah.
Daytona Beach is along with Cocoa. Those are kind of the OG beaches. Daytona Beach is where, in Ormond side, that's where the Daytona 500 actually started. The beach culture, local beach culture. So it's kind of one of the oldest beaches. So back when I was coming up, you remember MTV days of spring break? They used to have that
I was just
up.
about to mention that. I was about to mention that because I'm from Alabama, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm from
The Gulf
Alabama. So
Shores.
when I
They
went
got,
to
no, they got the
school,
Gulf Shores where you at?
no, so I was about to mention this. So I was in Alabama. So our spring break, we went to two. There was 2 locations where either go to Panama City or the other one is Daytona Beach. That was like the spot to go to. Is like he said, MTV days. Everything on TV was like Daytona's lit. Like Daytona, like that's the place you have. I don't hear none of that now. It's like it changed drastically. I don't really see the advertisement or nothing. But back then, bro, Daytona was the spot to be like you gotta go to. It was like saying going to Miami. Like that's how Daytona was, how lit it was because everybody from up north for spring break, we're driving all the way down to Florida. All the kids, we carpooling, we going half on a hotel and stuff. But Daytona Beach is one of the spots. I didn't go there for spring break. I always went to Panama. The one time I wasn't go to Daytona, I bailed out the last minute, but all my boys went.
So Daytona Beach has always been the wild out. You know, you get in your car, you go out, you show off on the strip, and hang out. But all my Volusia County folks, I got a lot of friends of mine, and I'm in the guard, so my unit used to be in Volusia County. We talk a lot about what's happening in Daytona Beach, man. They got their homeless problem got a little bit out of hand. The drug problem got a little bit out of hand. They weren't taking care of the beach as much as they should.
It's on your thing. So Emmy said when you was outside, LL, and yes, very convenient. But I don't know what we were talking about.
We were talking about Daytona Beach. I was outside for Daytona. I haven't been outside in a minute. She's talking about back in the day. She's talking about like early 2000, late 90s, like that outside.
Mm, Are are we? I'm trying to figure out. Are we live like the
We are
continuous
live.
one, or did it do a new?
We're
No,
live
I
right
know
now.
we're live, but are we live? I know we're live. I'm trying to figure. Are we live on the same on the same thing, or did it start a new one?
It's just the same. It's the same thing.
That's a long gap, but let's keep it going though. What we
We'll
got
keep it
next?
moving. We'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. So we did.
Oh, so no, real quick. So hold on. So Daytona Beach before we. This junk is super laggy. Um, so Daytona Beach. My wife and them love going to Daytona Beach for one thing. I don't know if you know about it, Bethune Grill. They love. She loved getting wings from there.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I've never been. Put me on.
Just Google it. Google it. I don't. Bro. It'd be a long line every time she go there. They go to Bethune Grill. It's a wing spot every time. I guess it used to be long lines. Everybody always go there. That's like the spot. And she'll bring the wings home. That's an hour away. That's how good the wings are. She said she used to drive there to go get wings there
Is your wife
in
from here?
Daytona. Yeah, she from Orlando. She went to Evans.
Oh, okay. So she's a West. She knows West Side. Okay.
Yeah, so they go. She's the beachy person, not me so much, but I go to the beach with them from
Well, she's
time
the
to
beachy
time.
person
But
because
with
that's how we raised out here. We're raised. First of all, where are you gonna go? You're gonna go to the springs. You're gonna go to the theme park. All that costs money. A beach day costs less than $100. All
the
you need
beach
is
is cheap.
gas and food.
So this is a little funny story. So my daughter then went to look. You know how hot it's been hot now. Tell me, it's been hot. So
That's
my daughter
ridiculous.
then went. They went to the beach this past weekend. They came back super quick. She said it was too hot out there, so they only stayed.
No.
They only stayed out there probably like 2 hours or less and came back because she said it was too hot. That bro, it's been crazy hot here. Like, and it's super early. So my wife did the. Sorry, you guys, little off topic, just a second. But
Nah, you're
like, this
good.
how hot it was. My wife was doing our garden. She wanted to start working on the garden. So she, usually you do it in the morning time or late in the afternoon because it's cooler. But particular that day, bro, it was hot like at 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, babe, you gotta get up like at 7 o'clock and get out there. Then man, I don't know what's up with this heat this summer, like starting off like this quick. This is like August heat.
Well, we may, one of the episodes that come up is going to be, we're going to be talking about this hurricane season. We're scheduled to have a crazy hurricane season because of that. So get ready. Get
Mm-mm-mm.
it ready. So the fifth and last one. Thank you guys for hanging on so tight. The last one is low key, one of my low key beaches, the one that nobody really talks about like that. Playa Linda. Playa Linda, the way
It
they
look
talk
like it's
about it
on
out
a
here.
it look like it's on an island.
Yeah, so this is Cape Canaveral. So Playa Linda is where people go to. It's on Canaveral National Seashore. So that is a national park. And I mean, you're talking about you're in the cut. You are away from people. Me and my family love to go here just to be like just me, the kids, and ourselves insulated. We're just trying to move and just be quiet. We go out to Playa Linda. On top of that, when the rockets go off, one of the best views is out of there, so you can see it go off right in front of you.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm. They got
So,
what jet skis up? They got jet skis over there, or nah? It's
nah,
really just
nah.
like
This is
located.
like it's a national park, so this is like come as you are. Like it's bare bones, nothing. There's no shops out there. There's no food. You got it. You're coming with what you got.
Okay.
You'd be surprised when I go to Playa Linda and I see a lot of the Orlando folks. Some of the movers and shakers in there would be like, and they'd be like, because
That's interesting.
it's just one of those beaches that you want to be out in the cut. You don't want to be with a bunch of people. You're trying to stay low key. That's the beach you go to.
So just to give y'all the guys a tidbit, Instagram is really dope at this because my wife sent it to me all the time. Type in like hidden beaches or something for Florida. You're gonna get a lot of amazing places that I didn't even know we even had. She sent it to me all the time, like places that look like you're going like to like out the country somewhere. We got a lot of them hidden beaches here in Florida that a lot of people don't talk about. Just go on Instagram and type in like hidden beaches or the best beaches here in Florida. You probably gonna see Clearwater and stuff, but you're gonna see some hidden ones. There's a lot of them are down south though, like Fort Lauderdale area, over on the West Coast, West Palm, all over on that coast. Now, one thing I will say: the further you go down, the further you get the water and the sand, like the like Clearwater. It gets clear. So even though on the Cocoa side, the water is not it's like the which side is east side, west side? Be boy, I'm so confused.
Bro, the east side is the Atlantic Ocean. The west side is the
Correct.
Atlantic Ocean too, but it's the Gulf side.
So the east side, that's the only the west side. The west side I do like a lot. It's just with that traffic, bro. The traffic has got 10 times worse, like year over year. We just because so many people moving here, man. Claremont is that spot that people would be like, oh, I gotta go to Clearwater, but they don't think about like Treasure Islands over there. He ain't mentioned that. Treasure Islands over there. Kevin, he's not. I know Kevin's not on. Who's that? Rated R type things. What he talking about? Where's that at?
All right, all right, all right. So what he's talking about is the nude beach out there. This is
Where?
not this is not to be confused with the new beach out in Playa Linda.
Oh he said it right here on the right side. I heard Playlet had some rated R type scenes. They do. I saw Omar. I got Omar on one of them tapes.
Hey
I'm about to
man,
do it.
hey, hey,
I'm about I'm,
hey.
I'm about to do a Diddy.
I heard
Nah, but
about them. I heard about them. I mean, here's some. I'll give you some notables. We didn't talk about Ponce Inlet. We didn't talk about the jetty. We didn't talk about a lot of Melbourne beaches, Melbourne side going down. The ones that we gave them that I gave are our day trip ones. So the ones that you're talking about are the ones that are like that go all the way down the beach line. But yeah, I've never been to the new beach. Maybe when I get older. By the way, so, I mean, there's there's some new colonies out here, right?
Yeah,
Nudist colony?
yeah, over what's the name? The villages.
No, 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 no. Mm-mm. There's one in Kissimmee. There's one in Kissimmee.
Really?
I got a fun story. When I get off camera, I'll tell you a fun story about that. When I used to work for DirecTV, and I got called there, and I was like,
What in Kissimmee? Way in the open, boy. I thought you were talking about the villages, boy.
"No, man, no, no, no." Anyway, let's switch gears. I appreciate that, Richmond. You're trying to get us in trouble up here.
Yeah,
The
Diddy.
the next one we want to talk about is let's get into these numbers, man. Let's talk about a quick market update. This is a question that we get literally all of the time, and I just want to go over it with you. So this is the April 2024 report, which came out in May 10th. It came out like 2 weeks ago, but I don't think we covered it. So I just want to give a quick snapshot of what it looks like. Um, so real quick, the first thing that we see off immediately is that boom, boom, boom. Let's bring this down.
Well, I get we got well, since he's doing that, I'll talk with the first thing that I see real quick. Our inventory has went up 82%. And new listings has went up 31%. To me,
That
them are two good things.
so the left side is year over year, and the right side is month over month. So the year over year number lets me know on our previous market how was it behaving. Meaning, we went from 2022, which was kind of like the super high to cool down, and then 2023 to 2024 was straight cool down. So this is supposed to be one of the coolest down periods. What did those numbers look like? And the number that we got is between this year and last year. Last year around this time, we had 5,000 homes on the market, and to now we almost doubled that to 9,300 homes on the market. That is a
Yeah,
crazy stat. I mean, that's a good stat. I think our equilibrium number, a good measure. My broker loves saying that. Actually, my OP loves talking like that. Hit the go-to number is 10,000. We want to see 10,000 homes on the market. The way we confirm that is if you go down here, this is called months of supply.
supposed to
So
be yeah. It's
same
doing way
exact
better.
thing. Our months of supply also increased um, 82%. So
Yeah, that's,
what we call a equilibrium market in that is 6 months of supply. So we're still a little bit off from there. It's still
but
somewhat of a seller's market.
it looked better though. It's better for the buyers. So it's getting better for the buyers per se. They have a little. They don't have to jump on the first thing that they actually see. They can actually basically got some wiggle room. You can shop around now compared to you won't no shopping. Like as realtors, that was like the worst time for me because it made me be aggressive, and I didn't really want to be aggressive because that's not my personality. But I had to be aggressive. I'd be like, look, this is a really nice house. You guys are being super picky, and this house might not be here. I know I'm probably saying like rude a little bit right now, but I'm just being honest with you guys. Like, when the inventory is very low, when it was low, people had dreams of what they really wanted, but it was very hard to even accomplish the dream that you really wanted in a house, just because homes were going so fast or whatnot. It wasn't, won't stay on the market one like for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So to me, that's really good. I like that. And then two, the inventory, I can see the race. It is what it is at this point. Because what I read every day. I look at the news and read what's going on, and people are got past the point of these race and being like they just want to own a house. They're like we're just gonna have to figure it out. And I also read another article that parents are a lot of people. I'm like I guess what are we? What's under us? Gen Z? What's under us? What
After
we're
us is
millennials.
Gen Z. Yeah, after us is Gen
So
Z.
what I was reading that a lot of parents, I think, were getting involved and helping out Gen Zs become homeowners. That I think I read, um, so they can get
I
in the
mean, that's
house.
happening to millennials. The actual stat is millennials are probably getting the most out of their boomer parents.
Okay, that's
Um,
okay. Millennials and Gen Z. Well, it
yeah,
could be. I can see it in both though, because
Gen
Gen Z is
Z
in a
hasn't
specific.
started buying houses yet, unfortunately.
Oh,
Millennials have
how,
barely started buying houses.
so when did Gen Z start? That's why Gen Z's ain't hit twenties yet. To the twenties. That's why
I mean,
millennials.
yeah, no, Gen Zs are probably like right now they're around 23 to 24 years old. My kids are Gen Z. Our kids are Gen Zs.
So our millennials are using our parents more.
The thing about you and I is that we're like right between millennial and Generation X. So we're like, we're in between, but we're still millennials because we grew
Yeah.
up with the
So,
internet.
but all this junk is confusing in general. But
But
just
let's get back on topic here real fast. I want to go over some misconceptions real fast. They're like, well, because hey, how's the market? The question we always get, hey, how's the market? And when I hear how's the market, in their brain is, are prices going up or are prices going down? You see all these
correct.
other stats that we have. I mean, we go over a lot of stats to figure out how markets are maneuvering. And to me, these are very high level stats. These are macro level stats. Now, they're not nationwide stats. They are Orlando market stats. And then from there, we can break down by the community. I mean, this could change by the area. So I can pull some of your zip codes, I can pull some of your neighborhoods, and they will not look like this. They might look even crazier. So this is just a general macro
Overview.
overview of the Orlando market. So even then, the average price went from 443 to now we're at 475. It went up 7.1%. So if you had bought a house last year, actually median price went up 5%. So if you bought a house last year, on average, your house went up 7% in value.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, I'm not making money, I don't know if it's worth it or not. Now, does that make sense to sell it right now? No, it doesn't, because some of y'all overpaid. It depends on the area. You still have selling costs associated, because right there you're barely covering, closing costs and commissions.
And a, and a lot of and some people, it depends on the need. So people have different needs or reasons why they need to move, or take that loss, or take that they're not making that much money. But I
Correct,
do see a difference.
but overall, price. I don't want to hear the crying. Homes went up 7%. Hey Omar, why you up? Why you so big on real estate? Even on our quote unquote down market, we're still going up 7%.
People still
Um,
buying every day. People contracts are still going in every single day. You can see it right there.
Now, month over month, let's talk month over month. That's year over year now. Month over month, we are down 1%. So it's relatively even. So the price have somewhat been kind of the same between the last couple months. And we're heading into our summer selling season, our big relocation season. Like I said, the kids are out of school. So right now, there are families that are on the hunt for houses. So this, I expect this number to change. Just letting you know off
I
rip.
Yeah, I think I think May is gonna be higher than. Well, I think May inventory new listings gonna go higher. Just from the people that I've been talking to, I think that's gonna be higher. And May ain't dropped yet.
Yep. And
It's not
before
gonna
I'm
drop.
done with this, I'm gonna give you. So last year around this time, the interest rate was around 6.41, 6.62%. This April, it's almost 7%. And matter of fact, right now, when that number comes out for May, I guarantee you it's going to be close to around 7.5%.
Yeah, people still buying. They're figuring out a way, or they're either they're downscaling their expectations. Meaning, as in they wanted that 5 bedroom, 3,000 square feet. They really get to the situation. Hey, babe, can we really make this work? This 2,800 square foot house, can we really make this work? Or the 3,000? People really have these conversations now. Like I have somebody that I'm working with. They just want to move closer to Orlando. So even though they wanted a bigger house, but at the end of the day, you got to work with what you can work with. They're approved already. So, you got to work what you work with and then go from there. My thing is, this don't have to be your forever home, this home that you're going into. Things can change in the next 5 years or 10 years, but you can at least get something that you can call home that you like right now. just for the situation or whatnot. So like for me, I'm really big on new construction. So even though you see that 6.9%, a lot of the builders are doing 5.5, 4.9, 5.9, and helping out with closing costs and stuff like that. I know it doesn't give us the statistics, I don't believe so, of how many of them sales have been new construction, how well have they been doing? Because most of my business is usually new construction, anyways. Just being honest with you guys, I do resale, but majority I do new construction only because of that rate right there. But as you can see here, that people are still buying. A lot of people getting off the fence because things is not changing. Just to be honest with
So
you
this
guys.
is just giving this right here, this stat is just giving the overall market. So
Yeah,
it's not giving what's actually happening in the market because
correct.
this is not giving the fact that sellers are giving you more money towards closing costs, so people are buying down rates. It's not
Yeah,
giving that builders are coming in and subsidizing your closing costs to buy down the rate, or they're buying them in bulk. But on average, the interest rates here. So I got stuck on the train this year that I remember doing content. Hey, the interest rate's going to change 3 times. All analysts are saying the interest rate is going to
yeah.
change three
What?
times this year, and now look, we are actually gone up. So I don't.
Look,
When it comes to
don't
interest rate,
talk,
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it no more because we're in an
bro.
election
Everybody,
year. You got Israel Palestine that's happening at the same time in the Middle East.
don't nobody know, bro. Don't nobody know. I don't even
Mm-hmm.
talk about rates. I just go to my new construction. I know what rate they got. I don't want to talk about the rate because last year everybody said rates are gonna go down, man. It's election year, usually go down, bro. It ain't nothing. It's been the same. It's been the same. So it is what it is. You just gotta make it work. You just gotta make it work at the end of the day, and can't be the dead horse. It is what it is.
I mean, if
Do
you got friends that are loan officers right now, you need to go hug them because they're probably hurting. Because last year they were saying,
yeah, yeah.
2022 they were driving Lambos, and this year they're trading it in for a nice,
Yeah,
decent
it's
Camry.
still it's probably tougher for LOs right now. You guys it's probably tougher for LOs only because they battling with builders. They can't compete with their LOs. So it's definitely it's hard, man, for LOs. I feel sorry for them because these rates they're getting that butt kicked. Some of them. Now I got a loan officer now. I talked to her the other week. I said, "How your business doing?" Her husband. I like her because she communicates very well for my clients. She said, "We're
Mm-hmm.
doing great." I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, we're doing really good." I said, "Where your price point at?" About 300,000. I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, because we're doing stuff everywhere in Florida." I said, "Oh, that makes sense then." Because she's doing stuff just not here, and there are a lot of areas that's in the 300,000s or 200,000, just not here, not in our market. You guys, it's not in our market. There's still areas that you can buy in that price point. There's just not that much in our market that's in a desirable area you like to live. I know, like this, throw it out, like Ocala still has some of them areas. Ocala got some of them price points or whatnot, but just throwing that out there, like some of the LOs are doing well on their price points, just not in our Central Florida area. But I'm glad we did talk about the numbers, you guys. It's always good to see numbers. The numbers don't lie, but it does. Those numbers don't really show you exactly what's actually going on, really in our area. You know, or what me and Omar are actually doing.
Oh, if I've getting far enough, listen. If you know anybody who's looking to buy or sell, I don't have many asks. I try to provide value, value, value. As you know, people are DMing me, they're emailing me, they're sending me text messages, they're calling me, and I'm just giving them. I'm always here for the advice. But we make I feed my children off selling real estate. So listen, I want to be your resource of choice. Continue to email me. My contact information is in here. You can email Mr. Right Choice as well if you like his personality better. I'm not hating. That's why we do this. That's why we do this together. We are both adequate, very good professional realtors that will work on your behalf to get you the most amount of money for your property if you're looking to
Yes,
sell.
yes,
So,
sir, yes, sir. So appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Just reach out to us, man. We're here to help you guys on any of your real estate journey. So what else you got for us
so
besides the numbers?
let's. I'm gonna land this plane before I didn't want to get that wasn't all bad news, and I got criticized before.
No,
Hey, Omar, you're giving a lot of bad news. Nah, I'm telling you how the market is, and I help you navigate it. But one of my
just
favorite
to,
markets. Go ahead.
Just because, so if people say that's bad news, we usually always start off. If you get on our lives from the beginnings, we always talk about what we're doing, what we got going on in our real estate. So if we were giving you guys bad news, we would start off with bad news, like, man, I ain't getting nothing. We usually talk about we just closed the deal, or we just went on a contract, or we just got a new listing. So
I
put
got a
that
new
info.
listing coming on tomorrow. Can't wait to show y'all. I'm super excited.
Well,
Huge.
I got a new listing that's going to be dropping on June 15. I try to follow up my other guy this morning to see about that listing. So we want to have conversations like this if we always talk about bad news, you guys. So just putting that in perspective. So what you got for us next?
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So
God, dog it.
luxury real estate prices just reached an all-time record. You heard it right. They have just reached an all-time record price. So we're sitting here talking about how prices are. I just showed you on the previous segment where prices locally have gone up 7% year over year here in Orlando. Median has gone up over 5% year over year. Well, there are some markets that are still, across the country, real estate prices have actually gone down. And what was crazy is that real estate in the luxury segment has gone up. So luxury real estate has increased a total of 2% year over year. Medium home, and these are what we call luxury, by the way, is 1.225 million.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. That 1.2, it don't look like luxury. Not to me, not some of them homes. Like that price point, it depends on it's in Orlando area because our prices went up so drastically. Some of them $1 million homes, you'd be like, whatever. Because I recorded a couple of them, and I'm recording $1 million home, and I go there like, this don't look like no $1 million home. It just depends on the area, you guys. So just throwing that out there.
What's crazy? No, you're absolutely right, Mr. Right Choice. Let me tell you something. I I have people who have done very well. Shout out to y'all. I'm glad I have like clients that are doing super well. They're coming in and say they gotten raises on top of they've gotten more money, they saved money on top of their home have equity, on top of they've had investments that have done super well, on top of their business have done super well. So they're sitting on a lot of cash. So they'll sit here. When I say a lot of cash, I mean more than $500,000. And then they do $500,000. The reason why luxury real estate has gone up is because people are buying luxury real estate with cash. A lot more cash transactions are happening at the luxury side. And if they're happening at this rate, typically a lot of people, jumbo loans would be a terrible thing to do right now because that payment would be out of here. So typically they're putting in a lot. If it's 1.2 million, they're bringing in 600,000-700,000 and only taking about a $300,000 or $400,000 loan, which is manageable for them. And that's what they're doing. They're making 20 grand a month just fine, and they have a $300,000 loan, which right now is costing them about $3,000 a month. Well, $28,000 to $3,000 a month.
Yeah, no, why?
That's what I'm seeing. So this is a little crazy that there are some key things I wanted to point out in this article. By the way, this is CNBC that's reporting this. I wish it was me, but it's CNBC. So 1.25, I'm luxury certified here in Central Florida, and the actual number was like 750. And when I heard that, I was like, really? 750? 750 is such a regular neighborhood out here. You know what I mean? But that's technically luxury certification starts at 750.
And that's just now, you guys. 750 was not like that. A couple of years ago, 750, you get something lit. But when you still can get something really nice, I just looked at Toll Brothers to buy my neighborhood other weekend. 750 looked pretty nice in the 700s.
So not all luxury markets are booming. According to Redfin, the market with the fastest luxury growth was Providence, Rhode Island, with 16% in growth, New Brunswick, New Jersey, with a 15% growth. And then this was a crazy stat. New York City saw the largest decline at 10%.
Nobody want to pay them taxes.
Jeez, New York. If I were to guess, if I were a betting man, the people in New York are moving into these areas, including here, but big time these areas to get away from New York. Am I crazy on that?
Nah, but I'm scrolling down. I see that Seattle is the strongest growth any metro area.
Yeah. So in total, overall total luxury sales, yeah, Seattle posted the strongest growth of any metro area with 37%. And then you have Austin, Texas, which ranked at 26%. And then San Francisco was at 24%. So if you
That's
were to do that,
crazy,
you're talking
bro.
about
San
all
Fran
the
is.
tech, Seattle, a lot of the AI stuff is coming out of Seattle. So they're seeing a huge boom. Austin is seeing a huge boom with a lot of Californians. The rich Californians are moving from California and moving into Austin, Texas. Huge boom. And then San Francisco, of course, with their, with all their tech industry, 24%.
And San Francisco super expensive, bro. God, that's crazy. And they hit a 20. That's a San Francisco already expensive, and it said 24% increase. That's crazy.
So you
They
probably like,
sold the and sold the yeah, it sold the fastest in Seattle
so
with the
home.
median
I mean,
days on the
luxury
market
homes
of 9 days.
sold the fastest in Seattle. Yeah, I got tagged on a post today. Shout out Patrick. He sent me and it's like, this is what $2 million looks like in Palo Alto, which is where like all the tech companies are at. And it looked like a 1970s teardown, bro. And the agents in there talking about something. Look at this. Look at that.
Bro, that's why I hate looking at
Green carpet.
HGTV. That's why I hate looking at. I used to look at HGTV a lot, and I hate looking at homes in California because they be high, and I'm like, they look like trash. Sorry, you
so
guys. I'm just being honest.
so that goes to show you. And at my office, we had an interesting thing where we had a mastermind, and we had all the top agents, that are going over all the best things that they're doing to get homes sold. And we're looking at absorption. We're looking at these technical real estate terms like absorption rate. We're looking at like um, days on market, and different price points are hit. And when you look at, we were looking at, for example, Lake Nona, 6, 7, 800,000. There hasn't been that much variation. The demand has been pretty steady. Um, but as soon as you get under 500,000, it's like this. And if and if you track the months, anytime the interest rate went ridiculous, you saw that market go.
Bro, that late Nona traffic's horrible. When you're just thinking about that, I was just there for a golf tournament. Oh my gosh, crazy
Shout
out
out to the
there.
people in Lake Nona. I'm just selling a house out there soon. I respect Lake Nona, but it just goes to show you that the lower pockets are the ones that are hit the most with the interest rates. The people who have wealth, who have true wealth, are still investing their money in luxury real estate. That just goes to show you. In these places, places like Hunters Creek, I get hit up about Hunters Creek all the time. Hunters Creek was super dope in the 90s and the early 2000s. But if you go in there right now, those houses need work. You're going to be buying a premium property that needs work.
Yeah,
Some of these Lake Nona houses that were built in 2006, we're 2024. You're almost 20 years deep. Guess what?
need work.
It needs work. You're not gonna like that. We live like that, but you're not gonna want to invite your friends with that kind of house. I'm telling you, not spending no
Because
six hundred
everybody,
thousand dollars.
because everybody doesn't fix their house up. Like everybody don't modernize the house and stuff like that, or pay attention to little small details of their house. So the older homes, it is what it is, man. There's a lot here in Apaka too. Apaka got a lot for 500, 600,000. That little price point. You see a lot of homes that need a lot of work, a lot of work.
A
So
Popka, if you're at 600,000 in a Popka and you need a lot of work, bro, like
they're older. The bigger homes, the homes that's bigger, yeah, they need work. To me, they need work compared to when you look at the newer homes, or whatnot. A lot of people don't take care of their homes. You find that out real easy being a real estate agent. You just be like, "What the heck is going on here?" Or whatnot. But I was
listen,
gonna say something earlier.
let's put a bow tie in this. I want to give you a quick preview of my listing coming up, bro, because I'm super excited about it. You mind if I do that?
Yeah, go ahead. What's going on here? Oh,
It's at 877 White Rose Way in Oviedo. You know, at this price point, it's a premium property. Period. I don't call it luxury no more. I call it
Premium.
premium. I call it premium. Yeah.
That look like a house you just sold over here by me.
I mean, kind of 3-car garage, 4,300 square feet.
No, this more than bad. It kind of like the house you just sold.
It's a
And
in my homes, the trade winds
yeah.
model. Tons of custom cabinetry throughout, man. We're talking about, look at this. This is like 60 inches right there. Custom built in. That is engineered hardwood floors. Those are 8-foot French doors. All custom fans throughout. I mean, plantation
Where they
shutters
moving to?
throughout. I can't say, but let's say they're going into a really nice house. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Okay, they upgrading. Okay.
Way more upgrade, like significantly upgrade. So this is the laundry room. Look, all custom cabinetry.
This is lit.
Look at the zen that's happening in the
Wow.
dining room, bro.
I love the ceiling. Oh my God, they put that wood up there,
Wood
boy.
tray, correct. That has plantation shutter throughout. That's a custom rock um, accent wall. 1, 2, 3 different French doors. And a lot of people say gourmet kitchen, bro, but this is truly a gourmet kitchen. So that's an
Yeah, that's a good.
induction. That is an induction stove with hood that vents to the outside. These are all slow close cabinets, and they're actually drawers. I didn't know how big of a deal this was, but they tell me like, you cook like that, Tremaine?
Say it
Do you,
again.
do you cook?
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to cook soon. We get well, not that cook, but I'm gonna make some food when I get done. But yeah,
So
I
they
wish
told
my
me
I,
they,
I
they
like
told me this
that.
is a big deal. All the cabinets are drawers. So you pull out and you
Oh,
have
really?
all,
I know you're talking
yes,
about they're deep. They're all deep.
they're all deep and they're all drawers, correct, and they're all pull out.
Wow, that's
That's a
nice. My wife
that's
would
a
love that.
that's a true double oven. You got extenders all the way up to the ceiling with crown
Ooh,
molding,
that would have a step up ladder there all day.
custom backsplash. I mean, you're talking about all custom light fixtures. You see, every light fixture has been changed and custom. Tray ceilings in the master, primary suite, bro. Hit dual vanity, rain shower, custom light fixtures, floor to ceiling tile, my guy. Let's
Mm-mm-mm.
go. Meh, 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 meh. And not one, but 2 walk-in closets, with one of them being a California closet. Look at the rain shower. I need to get rid of that toilet shot. That toilet shot's getting out of here. You're getting behind the scenes. I'm getting that shot out of here. These are
Mm-mm.
upstairs bedrooms. I'm just gonna go through this real fast. One of the dopest features I like. Look at that game room, man. So a lot of this has got the trade wind model, and they got the additional extension. So most of the lofts, they're about half the size, and they opted for the additional half. So what a lot of people do with these is this is where they put um, their multimedia rooms, or they'll put their theaters here, and it's got the space. But these particular owners, they are gamers, so they had tons of board games. They got D&D table, just a chill vibe up here. And then we got a
Nice,
yoga
man.
room. We got a yoga room back there.
Yeah,
Hey,
man. This is a nice crib.
yeah, man.
Nice crib. I close with a I close with MI Homes next. They just sent the stuff today in July, so I like MI.
You said that looks like the home. That's like the home that you shot me. Maybe you want to come and shoot this one.
Which one I shot? Oh, that. Oh, yeah. No, this one's bigger than that one, but it kind of looks similar from the outside. That's
Yes.
a nice house. That's a dope crib right there. I like that. Going, how much you selling? How much is it going for?
What do you think? It's in
I
Oviedo,
don't know.
Foster's
I
Grove.
don't know. Probably 800,000, 750, 800.
$930,000.
Ridiculous. What's the square footage?
Almost 4,400 square feet.
Oh, well, if you would have told me that, I probably would have upped my
Come
price.
on, man. You trying to give me 800? You crazy?
You didn't tell me the square footage.
I'll give you. I'll give you some back end on this. When I was meeting with them, um, there was no home sold for 915, but their house is the best ever on the market in Oviedo when it comes without a pool. In that same time, there was one that went pending that was listed at 915 and it just closed like last week. Guess what price? And it's a comp to this. Guess what price it closed at?
915.
990.
How did it go? It went up.
Yes.
How the heck they manage that?
Welcome to the Oviedo market, baby. This is why we say real estate is different in different places.
That is crazy. 990. It had a pool.
No pool.
What the? That's crazy, bro. You close to $1 million house. Like that's a nice house, but a million, basically you in close to $1 million, boy. Lennox said home is lit. It does look nice though. I'm not gonna lie about that, but that price tag, boy, god dog, bro. Just the
Hey, if you want to come and take a look at it, I'll give you a tour. I mean, let's talk about
ooh.
why they do that. You know, you move in here, you're moving into a elementary school, a middle school, a high school. You get what I'm saying? Like you're talking about the only school district in Central Florida that's A all the way on up. So to get this kind of vibe, they live like this in other places. Most people put their kids in private school. So they're like, hey, if I don't have to put my kid in private school, I can put my kids in Oviedo schools.
Well, yeah, you save
I'll
because
pay more for the house.
private school is about $20,000, $30,000, even more, depending on which one. Just talking to my friends
From
that got kids.
17 to 22. I got one of my young ones in private school, but from 17 to about 22,000, 24,000, depending on which one. But I want
And
to
you got
show
to
you.
drive there because they don't be close.
Well, I mean, my privacy. Well, yeah, you're right. It's about 20 minutes. It's about 20 minutes.
That's not bad. Some people 30, you got to wait in line. So you put that in. I like what you said that because a lot of people you look at when you factor in buying a home or something that costs more money. Just look at ways that you could probably can cut. And it sounds like they thought about them things and they're like, well, it has all these things here. I'm saving a lot of money, so I can pay this much more money in my mortgage because I'm saving. Let's put it like this: say they had 3 kids, they would go to private school. Let's put 20,000 easy number. That's $60,000 they just save, which I'm pretty sure they get a deal for doing multiple kids. But I'm just saying that's $60,000 they save. You don't, Godly.
So I can't wait. You know, next week, hey, shout out in the chat. Let me know. Next week, I really want to cover the schools. So there's cool programs out right now. The government is paying you to put your kid in private school. Did you know that?
Let's discuss. Well, just don't go over that. Let's talk about
We're
that
not
next
gonna,
week.
we're gonna talk about that, and I'm using that. I know a lot of people are. So we're gonna talk about that next week. We will also, you know, I really
This,
want
hey,
to get into what the school system means to these real estate prices. I want to show you like the actual numbers. It's crazy out here.
so next week we'll do this. We'll talk about let's do the schools. Let's do the schools next week, and I'm gonna tie something on there. If your kid is good in athletics, I'm gonna tie in
Ooh.
to make a hard decision on you, a parent, for schools. Does it make sense for athletics? All athletics. If they play golf, swimming, track, basketball, football, whatever. Let's compare to see, what's close to that area, or do you have to really drive? Because all of them plays a big factor. Because I have somebody right now that lives in Leesburg. Their kid go to OCPS. You know how far that is? That's off Seminole. That's Leesburg.
Hey, come arm. I challenge you. Come arm. I'm coming with some facts. I got spreadsheets, bro. I got spreadsheets that's gonna show you the actual numbers. And depending, I want to go over. Depending on how deep you want to go here,
Well,
I
you
can
can
show you
go
some
deep.
stuff. I can show you
Well,
some stuff.
we can go deep. I'm gonna go on a more the athletic side of it.
All right.
While you can do more of the educational, and we can combine because I think just looking at parents today now, even with kids are very smart, but some of the parents want their kids to be in an area that they can actually get scholarships or notoriety. So a lot of that plays a huge factor. And you got public schools that's great. They might not be great as an A school, B school, but they're great in sports. So it makes you think, and you may be closer to that area. And they put out a lot of kids in college. That's $100,000 you just saved for 4 years. But they might not be an A school or B school, but that's $100,000 you ain't got to pay. So we're gonna talk about it next week.
I got you. You see where your head is going with this? There's a lot. There's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot
But
to
I'm
talk about.
glad
So
today we went over. Let me get a real quick recap and we be out of here. So we went over the top 5 beaches, my opinion, top 5 beaches for people visiting here in Central Florida, what we do on our weekends. Then we went over the market stats for the April 2024 market report, which came out a couple weeks ago. We just went over some of the key highlights in that and what it means to our current market. And then last, we covered how luxury real estate is actually gone up in the country. And I would love to get into that more of that here locally. But I even showed you one of my properties that are coming up, one of my listings that's coming up, and I consider that a luxury listing. And I gave you actual scenarios that actually are happening in our market. So it's showing you that people are actually spending money. But I hope you got value. Mr. Right Choice, you got anything to say before we head out?
no, I'm good. I'm good, guy. I look forward to since school is out, I could definitely get, pack in some stuff next week for you guys on that. So
Pause.
I look forward to talking to you guys next week. If you got anything, hit us up. I know you're gonna hit up Omar, so I'll see you guys next week.
Peace. See y'all later.
Peace.